Dr. Michelle Boone Thornton.
Dr. Michelle Boone Thornton.
Where do I start?
Dr. Michelle Boone Thornton.
Dr. Boone Thornton is an associate chair and tenured professor of human services at St. Leo University.
She has served as a keynote speaker and presented at conferences and workshops across the U.S. and internationally.
She enjoys integrating her 25 years of experience as a clinician and practitioner in the field, listen ladies, in the field of mental health in her speaking engagements, workshops, and classrooms.
We're going to bring up the one and only 1, 2, 3. I recently went to a retreat, and let me tell you, I was just blown away. Not more than I am here in Nairobi, but blown away to be invited to that retreat. It was women of all statures. They were doctors, lawyers, CEOs, they were cabinets in the government. And so as part of the retreat, they had each of us come up front, right on down front, and they said, give us an R word, because we were at a retreat. Give us an R word that describes what you're going to get out of this retreat, right? And so we said our name and we all said our R words, and I said renewed, because I do the mental health thing. Therefore be conformed by the renewing of your mind. So I said renewed. I thought I was saying something. And then the lady next to me said replenish. And then somebody else said revive. And they went on. And when they said their words, they gave a little bit about who they were and what they were bringing to this event. Well, in the midst of it, this voice booms out in the back. And she says, I'm 87 years old and my voice has always been heard. And we could hear her coming to the front. We're all looking, we're moving, trying to see who it is. And she said, let me tell you. Now, we were just supposed to do one R word. She said, I got more than one R word. So she already started breaking the rules. She was out of control, right? 87, we let her go. And so she says, my first R word is risk. Y'all say risk. Because you gotta take some risk in this life. You won't get what you want if you don't take what? Risk. And I said, go ahead on, mama. She 87, right? I said, go ahead on. And she said, my second R word is radical. Say radical. So we got risk, and now it's radical. She says you have to be radical in the pursuit of your dreams. You have to be passionate about it. Nobody can tell you no. When you radical, don't worry about what your haters say, okay? Do it anyway. When you radical, do whatever it takes to get to the next level. And then she said, I have one more R word. She said, as I listen to each and every one of you women with all your degrees and credentials and accolades, she said, you are an emotional wreck. Like, ooh, wait a minute. I was like, she says, yes, you are. She said, I can hear the pain and the vulnerability and the hurt behind each and every one of your stories. I could hear it. And she says, you got to get a hold of that. Yeah, you can build your dreams, but if you are dealing with emotional turmoil, you can't celebrate like you need to celebrate.
I really admire Dr. Michelle Boone Thornton. She has a heart for people.
She is in a plethora of boards and directorates. She has the love of God deep down inside of her.
I believe that this is the best experience for anyone who wants change, not just change that comes from outside, but change that comes from within.
When it comes to emotional wellness, the transformation begins with you. I'm Dr. Michelle Boone Thornton. Thank you for having me.